Click, click.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scarfinger, and this is Scarcasm Live.
It certainly is.
I am your boy Scarfinger, and this is my hipster friend Chase. I
Crucial
guess,
Chase.
yeah, you look like a total hipster right now.
Well, you look like a nerd.
Word, like that's like the best thing you can come up with. Like anybody who's actually watching, anybody who actually watches this, either live or later, can see that our friend Chase here looks like a total hipster, like total hipster. With your glasses. Okay, so are the glasses something new, or is just like you just didn't wear your glasses before?
Well,
I mean, I know you got new glasses, but I don't know if you had old glasses because I've never seen you wear glasses before.
right. Yeah. The last time I got my glasses was in 2007, and the last time I remember them. Well, actually, I was just looking on Instagram. I was like, because I couldn't find them anywhere. And the last picture that was taken of me with my glasses on was like early 2014. So it's been like 4 years. And we're still cleaning out the house, where my dad is and and I'm pretty sure they probably end up there somewhere. Because actually that's where the picture was taken.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I can see better. A lot better. Okay. But you know how it is, like, I don't know if you have bad eyesight or anything, but like...
Nope. Perfect vision. Actually better than perfect vision.
When
I can do the test, when I do the vision test, I can almost read the whole chart, top to bottom.
Well, you are special.
That I am.
Well, but yeah, like right now, if I take this off, everything's like really super blurry. But if I don't wear my glasses, I guess my eyes will strain themselves and sort of look better after a while. Because I'm pretty sure that things do not look like this normally. I mean, because that's like, ugh.
Right.
But, so I guess, without someone like me that has like bad vision, that's not like so bad that I can't see anything at all, you know what I mean? Like, would be, when you're not wearing your glasses, it would be, you could see, but your eyes are straining more. And that's probably like, I don't know if you remember when I played video games and stuff, I'd be like, man, my eyes are watering, like what in the world? Is because at that times when it's something really intense, you actually blink less when you're playing like Call of Duty or something really intense like that, because you're trying to concentrate more, so subconsciously you're blinking less than you normally would. And so with the
I don't know if it's you or me, but it's probably my shitty internet, but you sound super robotic, and I probably sound really robotic to you too.
You sound perfect to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I dance like a robot? Well, that's not really a robot. That's not a robot. How do you do a robot? I don't know.
It's a form of popping and locking that is indicative of slow, methodical, robotic movements that involved, like moving your hands at the joints only.
Yeah. But yeah. And since I got insurance, okay. At the eye doctor that I go to in Benson, they have a section of glasses that are like $49, lenses and frames. And I was thinking about getting those, because that's what we've been getting for the kids and Amber and stuff. But when I went up there, she was like, actually, the $150 glasses would be cheaper for you because your insurance would pay all of that. So I was like, okay. When the 49 versions are not covered by insurance because it's something they do. Only thing that sucks about that is that it took them 2 weeks to get to me, when if I got the 49 ones, they would have made them right then, because they have a little lab in there. But when I go through the insurance would have to use their labs. So
Mm. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you know, my girl wears glasses, and she, you know, it's about the same. Like she got to wait, and then like there was this whole thing about, you know, when we were initially sent to the eye doctor place, it was like on the complete other side of town when there was another version of the same place down the street. So it
Right.
was just like, well, why didn't you just send me there? Like, why did you send me all on the other side of Richmond? Which Richmond is not a small place. Um, you know, like why'd you send me on the other side of Richmond when I could have just went down the street?
Right.
And then it's, you know, you get everything straight, and then it takes forever to receive the glasses. My coworker was going through this too. Like it took like almost 2 weeks for her to get her glasses also. So
Yeah. And I have VSP. I don't know if they had VSP as well.
um, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not something that, I don't even like. There's not even vision in my plan.
Right.
So I you know, look, I don't even have dental until the first, when the new cycle starts. Then I'll actually have dental. So like I didn't even have dental before that. So this is all, you know, it's all new again for your boy. And because I have perfect vision, I don't really like. I've never actually been to the eye doctor other than like for the beatus. I'm supposed to have a yearly check where they have to put that shit in your eyes, and you know you gotta wear Kumo D glasses home because your
Yeah.
pupils are dilated
I
and
had
all that
that
other shit.
done once, and I remember I went to well, I used to shop at the Christian bookstore for music because in the late '90s and early 2000s, a lot of
Hmm.
the metal and hardcore was really popping in the Christian scene.
Right.
But I remember going in there and I was having to ask I was like, this dude probably thinks I'm high or something. Because I was like, what does this say? What does it say? Like, what's the third track here? Because I couldn't read none of it. It was just like, because your eyes are so dilated, it was just like, it's terrible.
Yeah, and I had to go, and like you're supposed to wear like sunglasses or something like that, and I was like, I'm not about to be out here looking like Kumo D, and I definitely ain't about to wear the cheap ones that they give you. So I went to Dollar Tree and bought like some cheap sunglasses. I just had to make sure that they fit. So I went to Dollar Tree and bought some sunglasses real quick before I went there, um, and
Isn't there
you
an
know,
old rock song called Cheap Sunglasses?
cheap sunglasses. Not that I know of. I
Oh,
mean, but you would know before I would.
yeah, that's true.
I know about the whole I wear my sunglasses at night
Yeah.
thing. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. I like that song.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So, all right. So let's get into it, man. Like it's been a couple weeks. We didn't do last week
Right.
because of hurricane issues. Um, but before we get into that part of the show, let me tell the people thank you. I want to say from um, the bottom of my insignificant heart.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for checking out your boys for August, and you know a little bit of September. Um, we we had our biggest month in quite some time, and our numbers usually stay around a certain range. In for August, we doubled that. So thank you very much for checking your boys out, and we hope you stick around. You know, it's been one of those things that even when we are consistent, we still pretty much stay in the same range.
Right.
But I think having the guests on, you know, mostly because of me, because I wanted to be lazy for August. Because I figured I'm either going to be lazy or I'm just going to quit. So, but you did all of the legwork after. So I'm gonna say that you did
Yeah.
all of the legwork and getting all of that stuff coordinated, getting people contacted, setting up the guests, blah blah blah, whatever. You did all of that, but
And shout out to the guests to where when we had like a little setback, it still all worked out.
yeah, man. You know what surprised me the most. Here's the thing that surprised me the most. It surprised me how much all of the guests had like a ball. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like usually when you have people on, and then we got to the point to where it was we were having two guests on, like we didn't really know how that was gonna go.
Right.
But like everybody had like such a ball, and I'm just glad that we could have that we could do that. Like it's one of those things to whereas you never know how it's going to work out, and some of the guests didn't necessarily know each other that
Right.
well. um so like having two people on at the same time, and they're getting to know each other at the same time, that the audience is getting to know them
Uh-huh.
for their respective things, whether it's the extra life stuff or their own podcasts or anything like that. Like I really it was just really dope, and I'm 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 happy that that we pulled that off. But I'm also happy that everybody who like volunteered to do it. I know there's a couple of people that we didn't get a chance to get on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to do some more of this in the future. But there's some people that I want to get on again.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some people that I still want that I still want to get on. Some for the first time, some first time in a long time, and it'll take some coordinating for that. But yeah, man, just I'm surprised, and I'm very excited about the future of Scarcasm,
Me too,
which
man.
I didn't know I would feel that way after everything that led up to August in the first place.
Right.
I guess in a way, August kind of energized me a little bit and made me, more excited to do this. So again, thank you to everybody who was involved with August, not including us, because we didn't really do a whole lot. We just kind of let things happen, and we got everything coordinated. But the success of the shows is on everyone else who was on the shows.
Yeah, that's totally true.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Hurricane. See, here's the thing about the hurricane for me. Everybody was like super worried about the hurricane until we found out that it was not going to turn this way, until it was like way after the fact when it wasn't a hurricane anymore. Like everyone was super worried about it. Like super worried about it, and then it was like, no, it's going, kind of keep south for a little bit and just kind of go straight across and then curl up once it's a low pressure. Just like, okay, like, because at work, I work for a moving company, so like we were like, this weekend we might want to move everybody up out of here, like get everybody up out the paint, because we don't know what's gonna happen this weekend. And turns out nothing really happened. Like we got some rain. The worst part about it was what happened like after the fact, once the low pressure really like curled up and hit here, and it a thunderstorm and it rained a lot, but the power didn't even cut up.
Yeah, here the power did cut out here. But here's the thing: we went to Dad's to because he's there by himself, so we were going to go there and be with him. And the power cut off there the night before the hurricane even hit.
Damn.
And Amber was like, "Hey, why don't you just go get the Xbox? Because, I'll get into that a little bit later. But we were wanting to play with some of our new friends that we just met on Xbox. But and as soon as I got that thing hooked up, it clicked off. It didn't even like blink, like, oh, it's going out. It's just like someone just turned it off.
Wow.
And come to find out, the power didn't turn off at our house until Friday night, and it came back on Saturday night.
Word.
And we were there without power until from Thursday to Sunday. And then so Sunday morning we all came here, Dad and all. Actually, he's still here. And
is that Dad in the background?
That is Dad in the background.
What up, Pops? I see you, dog.
Well, but yeah, what was I saying? I believe the power came back on yesterday there. Either yesterday. Either it was probably Tuesday or yesterday when it came back on. But we don't even know why it went off in the first place because, nobody else was out at that point unless they were down at the coast or something.
Right.
So that was really weird.
The people on the coast got it the worst, but they are the same people who always get it the worst. So
yeah,
that was nothing new for them.
Right. I mean, there are some people in Carolina that lost their lives because of it, but
yes,
that sucks.
It really does suck. Like and it's like it like some when something happens, like a shooting or something like that, like that's something that you can actually like blame. You can like throw some blame around and say,
well, here's something, man.
Like we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything to protect people from this. But like, what are you gonna do about Mother Nature?
Right. Here's something. Like, yeah, when there's an evacuation order or whatnot, people should get out, right?
Yes.
But sometimes they can't, or something might be going on, and they just are unable. Well, I remember seeing this thing on Twitter. Actually, it was on the news first, but it was started on Twitter where they just tweeted out that they were like in their attic and they needed help. And the Coast Guard did go and, the tweet was found and the Coast Guard went and saved them. But all the comments on that tweet were all negative, like stupid people, don't get out, like you should have to pay the Coast Guard because they're risking their lives to save your dumbass, and like you guys should just like learn to swim. And I'm just is that? But they probably already feel that.
They probably already feel like they didn't make the right decision here, but
they don't need an internet warrior. They don't need some internet warrior telling them that, because
right. And it's like you said, like you don't know the rest of the story there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't know what else is happening in their lives where maybe they couldn't leave. Like there were some people, like that one lady, and she had like a bunch of kids, and she told the news people that she was gonna stay. She lived on the coast. She was gonna stay because there's strength in numbers. Like that lady deserved everything that you had to say.
But this person was in New Bern. Like, right. They weren't even on the coast. So I don't even know if New Bern had an evacuation order. They may have.
Yeah, there were people here, from home in like Hampton and Newport News. Like they had an evacuation order straight up. And, it was like, if you live in these zones, please get the fuck out. Like, it was like, this thing is coming and it's going, ooh, somebody sound bad. It was like, get the fuck out. And like, it was really kind of, it was kind of stressful to me a little bit.
Right.
Because Sarah Banks just said hi, Chase.
Hey.
It was really kind of stressful to me because I live more inland. So like, even if like something was to happen, it was going to happen worse at home before it got here. But I already had a house full of people.
Right.
And like, so there was no way for me to offer anything to, members of my family and like all of that other stuff. Like, it's crazy. I kind of felt bad that like I had, people, family members and close friends on Facebook saying like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I just didn't say anything because I had absolutely nothing to offer them.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, are all of your people straight?
Yep. Everybody's straight. We're all good. And so that was one of the main reasons I really wanted to get back in here and do this, because I haven't really done much of anything. Because even when we came back, I wasn't getting on and playing Destiny or anything. Because I did play a little Warframe, but because it was just something I can just do real quick, and nothing that I'm going to get on with a bunch of people and like just do that, because it's just been a little different,
Yeah,
out of the ordinary.
It's like you basically had a few days where you had to just complete that's not easy, and it takes time.
And I do want to say my Bluetooth speaker's awesome. It stayed charged that whole time. We listened to music like
Please
at night.
don't tell me does Pops like metal? Like I really hope Pops like metal. Like
no, we listened to Motown and
that's okay. That's all right. Well, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like yeah, that's what's hot in these streets right now. So Motown. And yeah, I had my girl, her daughter's boyfriend and the baby were here that week from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of cool, even though I had to work pretty much every day. Just being able to meet the baby was just really kind of cool. I didn't, me personally, I'm notorious for saying one thing about babies. I don't really like babies.
Right.
But some about this baby, me and her, we just kind of clicked, and everything was just kind of cool. And it was one of those things where you just was like, I know that you live in Alabama, and I'm not going to be around very often. So, some of the time, I just want to be around you as much as possible. So, at the very least, like when I see you again, you will know me.
Right.
So, but yeah, having them here was a little bit frustrating. But very cool. It was a little bit frustrating because like we didn't know when, what was going to happen with this hurricane, and at some point they needed to go home that same weekend that everything was supposed to be happening.
Yeah.
So like we didn't know whether they was going to have to leave early or what was going to happen there, because they had to drive back to Alabama, and of course they had to avoid North Carolina now. So apparently how they got home, they kind of went west and went to Tennessee and then went down. To kind of go around it, because like I've only seen pictures and stuff like that, but even when you're on the highways around here and you see those signs say avoid North Carolina at all.
I think I went some of those roads before, because I went to go pick up my brother at one point, and because his car broke down and he was coming from Kentucky. The way I went after that, I went all the way to Tennessee and went up that way, because that way that he went through Virginia, you were going through these Virginia mountains, and it was like I was seeing where I was, it was like I was going upstairs of roads. And then the town that I found him in, they had a store to where their business that is still running is fixing fiddles.
Okay, so on the fiddle thing, all right, let's talk about fiddles.
Okay.
I had a scare this week.
You had a fiddle scare?
Yeah, almost. It almost went there. So my daughter is starting 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
In 5th grade, this is where she decides what she is going to do as far as her school career and basically the beginning of her music career, as far as learning instruments and stuff like that. And so my daughter, being the person that she is, decided that she was gonna. They gave her 3 choices. You have 3 choices of what you want to what you want to try, and then they narrow it down. My daughter, who has been a drummer her whole life, chose the drums last, the trumpet second, and for some reason, out of the blue, she wanted to play the damn violin. See, fiddles, violin, fiddles.
Yeah.
Connection. So I went through about a good strong week or so, or almost a week, thinking that my daughter, who is a drummer, wants to play the damn violin. And my heart broke. Like, I was just like...
Well, she could be one of those one woman bands where she has a drum and a hi-hat, and she's like...
Yo, I shared this video on Facebook, and there's a guy playing the drums with his left hand and his foot. He is playing a keyboard with his right hand, and he is singing, and he is crushing. Like, it is like, word, like he is like really playing the keyboard, really playing the drums, and singing all at the same time. That's a bad man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, but let's see, here's my thing, right? I'm a marching band guy. I'm not a huge orchestra guy. So like, I felt kind of, I felt very uneasy about it. Like, I don't want to like, you know, like I gave her the choice. Like, you have the choice. You choose for yourself. But I didn't want to be like, I really don't like your choice, and I don't want to pay for this shit. Like, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that to her. If that's what she chose, then I was just gonna have to live with it. But it just, it hurt me, dog. Like, it really did, because I'm like, yo, you can't march with a violin, B. Like, this is just bad. So after, you know, talking to her other parents, she calls me yesterday and says, Dad, I'm gonna play the trumpet. And I'm like, you sure? Are you positive? She was like, yes, I'm gonna play the trumpet, because and then her rationale was, if I play the violin, I can't march, and I want to be in a marching band. And I'm like, thank you for rationale. I can do the trumpet. I definitely can. We can do the trumpet. The trumpet is serviceable. Like, I played trumpet for a little bit in middle school, but not long enough to really claim it as a skill. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really play it that long. But like, it's something that I understood, at least.
Yeah.
I don't understand a violin. Like, that's not really what we about, because we marching band people. Like, you know, like there's like almost every member of my family, you know, especially on like my level, my generation, and below, or the next generation below, like, most of us have played an instrument at some point, whether it was just in school for a little bit or all the way to college. So like, at the very least, I can understand if she would have chose any marching instrument at all. Like, any marching instrument. Like, even if she chose a French horn, that's cool, because you just can play a mellophone when you're in the marching band. Like, but nope, she chose a violin. But then I got the greatest gift a parent could ever get. We got an email from her teacher, and the teacher says, "Oh, she didn't tell me that she's taken drum lessons before. She wants to be a drummer." I was like, yes, yes, yes. But like, she's gonna learn other percussion instruments, like in the little kit that they rent from the school, or the little place that goes through the school. There's like a xylophone and stuff like that. So
Amber
you
says
still
sup
gonna
in
get.
the chat.
Oh, I clicked away from the chat. I'm sorry. Sub Holmes. Let's see. But but yeah, so there's gonna be like a xylophone and stuff like that. So if at some point she wants to do like the orchestra stuff in the off season, I'm down with that. You could play xylophone in the off season. You could do that. And like the high school that she's going to is not a show band. It's a normal heel toe marching band. So like you could play the xylophone in the pit. I just hope that once you get to college,
Xylophone in the pit.
Your snare game is up. Your snare game is up, because I'm gonna need you on that snare game. I want you on that snare game. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. I want to see my baby in college or high school on a snare drum. That is like, is her choice. It's 100% her choice. And I'm never going to actually tell her. I know she doesn't really listen to these, so I can say this with certainty, and know that no one's really going to tell her.
There's too much language in this show for her.
No, it's not, because I speak like this at home too.
I know.
Like, get the fuck out of here, Pooh Bear. That type of shit. But I really hope that she takes to this, and I really hope that at some point I see my baby Marsha with a snare drum. That'll just be everything. No, we ain't out here. Like, that's for you. She told me some Chase looks sexy in his new glasses. No, he looks like a damn hipster. He looks like he's about to move into Harlem. And he's about to be a part of the gentrification project in Harlem right now. Like, he's about to, like, he
hold on 1 second and I'll make it even better.
Oh, you gonna go get some Starbucks? He's gonna look. Chase is gonna come back with a scarf. He'll come back with a scarf and a hoodie with a blazer over top of it. Like, okay? So show and tell. What did you just grab? And make sure. Show and tell. What did you just grab? Make sure that you explain it to the listening audience and not just the viewing audience. What is that?
What is this?
Yes, you went and got some vinyl.
Yes.
Vinyl. I thought you was gonna go full hipster and come back with a scarf in a Starbucks cup.
You got to get the vinyl because you got the full art. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You still got your sleeves. The little plastic things that go in there to protect your vinyl. Like, oh my god, like, you're that guy. You're the guy right now.
Well, Zeppelin's got like nice, cool sleeves. They're not like normally.
Oh my god, Zeppelin?
Yes, Zeppelin.
You really went there. Like, you totally went there. I thought you were gonna come back with a scarf or like a hoodie with a blazer over top. Like, I can see you with that though. I can see you with the hoodie with the blazer over the top, looking like coming back to the show looking like Jay Allard. Shout out to all of the Microsoft people who know who Jay Allard is. But
I don't do blazers, but I'll do like a hoodie under a peacoat.
It's not necessarily the same thing. Like, you got to have like a tweed or a corduroy blazer over a hoodie, like, for it to really count.
Right. But I have modern video games. Like, hipsters normally like just play retro shit.
No, you're gonna buy that. You're gonna buy that PlayStation shit that they're coming out with.
I ain't gonna buy this shit.
Yeah, how much is that a complete waste of time? because PlayStation, especially this generation, has been completely focused
I
on
think all of that is a
remakes.
completely waste of time because the retro people either are going to want the actual consoles or they're going to like emulate.
But the Nintendo people like really care about Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, but
I guess
that's
we're
the
gonna
Nintendo.
find
They're
out.
different. They're different.
Yeah, because they trade on nostalgia.
Yeah.
So like I'm wondering if the PlayStation people are gonna care as much as
There's a thing in the chat for you,
as the
baby.
Nintendo people. I wonder if they're gonna care. Because I mean we know that they care enough about the PlayStation brand because in the past week, like all of them have been like talking shit about Xbox because they have that Spider-Man game, which by all accounts is a good game and I have access to it, but they're just like, oh, the Xbox people are crying, and most of the Xbox people are like, no, I'm not. What are you talking about? Like, okay, it's cool, y'all got a game, cool. It's all right. I ain't buying a fucking PlayStation for the rest of this shit. Like, I didn't buy a PlayStation for Horizon. I ain't buy a PlayStation for Dad of War. Why the fuck am I buying a PlayStation now? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna spend $400 for fucking Spider-Man? No. Most of the people that bought the Spider-Man console are people who already had PlayStations, and they were just like, you know what? I'm just gonna give this one to the kids, and then I'm gonna keep my Spider-Man to myself. Like, all right, like we good. I don't know. It's just that whole thing has just been kind of weird. Just watching a whole bunch of PlayStation people trying to tell Xbox people what they should feel, and the Xbox people were saying like, "No, I don't really feel that at all." Actually, like no part of me feels this right now.
I do want that Spider-Man. It does look really good.
I have access to it, and even though I have told Blue that I was going to download it, I have not yet because I have no idea when I'm going to play
it. That's been going on since early last year. For like 2 years, you've been downloading stuff, being like, I don't know when I'm going to play this. Killing Floor, here I come.
But look. Oh, we can talk about Killing Floor. We can talk about Killing Floor because the update is the beta for the update is live on PC.
I can't quit you, dumb.
Is not coming to it is not coming to the other consoles until the 2nd
of October.
Yes. That's when it goes live on PlayStation and Xbox, and when it officially launches on PC.
Well, you know, with all these updates and stuff, where they're like, "Hey, here's an update." You know what they need? You know what the best update that they could ever come out with?
What
would be? They don't release any new content. They don't release any new cosmetics or change anything about the game other than the loading time.
True. Like they really do need to fix that shit, especially on PC. They definitely need to fix that shit.
Yeah,
because it still takes fucking forever for the game to load.
Because that's my favorite place to play, just because I can sit here and it plays. And when I flipped over to the Xbox or the PlayStation, because at first I was like, this doesn't look that different than the PlayStation. But when I went back, I was like, yeah, it looks different.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I think it's easier to get in and out of games, and start your own games and all that kind of stuff. I really wish that Xbox. I really wish that that Xbox would add mod support.
Yeah, because I mean, there's mod support in the Bethesda games, so.
Yeah, I really wish they would add mod support because that would be nice. And that would make it so that I would probably primarily play on Xbox because of the load times.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Amber said that I can't quit you, Scar should be an achievement.
I that's why I did the wink. I saw
It's
it.
is the achievement popping.
Yeah.
Bloop.
Bleep bleep. Bleep bloop. Shout out to Red versus Blue. Bleep bloop. I miss Red versus Blue. Like I really like that. Before they went on like, the later seasons where they were using actual like animation software. Like I liked it when it was just we're playing Halo while acting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you haven't really played much.
I say that, but I do have some things to talk about, I guess. Especially before the storm, I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2 on Xbox, and it started out as like, I just played with my brother when he was on. We were going to go through really slowly, and that's how it kind of was. I just had the game pretty much just to play with him, and then all of a sudden he met these two sisters, and all of a sudden he was like, "Hey, dude, get on! I met these two sisters. We're going to play Xbox." And then I was like, "Okay." And then so we got on, and then
So he wrote, knowing that you was in a committed relationship, he wrote you in as his wingman. Word, bro. Word, bro. You knew she was gonna see this shit, bro. Like, how you gonna do this to me? And like when you party up on some normal shit, it's only 3 of us at a time. So if you're playing with 2 sisters, bruh, I'm like the fourth wheel right now. I mean, well, I'm kind of like the third wheel in a tricycle. I'm like the fourth wheel in a tricycle. Like I don't matter here.
Well, let me explain. We got on, and yeah, and Sarah is one of the 2 sisters that's in the chat. So yeah, we got on, and then Sarah's husband got on, and then we Sarah and Mandy, and now I believe that Mandy's husband or boyfriend or whatnot is going to get on and whatnot, and then Amber's playing, so we got like a full raid team all of a sudden. So I just like,
but all y'all can't play at the same time though.
Well, we can raid. Well, me and Amber can't play at the same time, but
right.
It is kind of cool that
do I need to buy this shit for Xbox? Like, I don't want to, but do I need to buy this shit for Xbox?
I mean, you could. I mean, if you wanted to, you definitely could, because.
Wait. Y'all don't have you have the expansions on PlayStation. You don't have them on Xbox.
I have all of them except for Forsaken, but I do plan on getting Forsaken for the Xbox.
Shit.
But Forsaken is really good. They did. I think I said this last time, but they did change some things that are a little bit more like Destiny 1, but it's definitely a really step forward from the last 2 expansions. And
Word up.
So, but I pretty much power leveled.
I really liked it initially. Like, I really did. Mm-hmm. I played a lot initially.
Because I think you would still be playing if you had got the pack with the season pass and you weren't blocked out of stuff. Because that was your main reason to stopping, because you're like, well, I can't really level up anymore.
No, I stopped playing because it kind of got boring. Because I was doing everything over again with another character, and I have all 3 types of characters, and it just got boring.
Right, but if you.
But then again, I wasn't doing shit like Nightfalls. I wasn't doing a whole bunch of strikes. I don't care about multiplayer. So.
Well, they made the strikes a little bit more. Because in Destiny 1, strikes actually mattered. Like, you would do strike playlist and you would get good stuff, and in this time it was like the only time you really got good stuff if you just did your flashpoints and your clan XP, and then you were pretty much done for the week. And this time it does have a more of an initiative to play, because they bring back dailies. There's a lot of daily stuff that you can do now and actually get rewarded for. So, but it's cool. But I pretty much power leveled to like 340 something, 350 which the cap for me right now I think is around 400. But now the cap with Forsaken is like 600. So, but I didn't think we were going to get that far. To
What the cap in Destiny 1 like 3 something?
Yeah, the cap initially was 305. And one thing, they got rid of the legendary mods that like boost you. So that so we actually went down a little bit on the PlayStation just because they got rid of the mods. But I was kind of glad about that because the mods made everything just super confusing, because you're like, okay, this weapon's a 305. I want to put this 306 into it, but no, I can't because that 306 is actually a 302.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it was a bit confusing.
But so yeah, it's cool, man, and I've definitely been playing a little bit more on the Xbox, just because when it comes to a game like that,
you got people to play with.
Yeah, because I don't play that game for like just shits and giggles. I play it just to be social. Because when we get a little bit older and we're not going out and hanging out with friends or going to hardcore shows and stuff, what else am I going to do to be social other than play freaking Destiny?
That's kind of antisocial. Like, it really kind of is.
Yeah.
Because you're hiding behind the veneer of your character instead of being yourself. So it's a bit antisocial. Like, you're social in like you're social in a box.
Yeah, but if I wasn't doing it, then I wouldn't be being social at all, because I don't have time to be going out.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, I'll consider it. It'll be some time. It'll be a little bit of time, but I'll consider it because I got to do like all kinds of stuff.
Because now, like the cool thing about Destiny is like people are like, oh, well, you guys are probably like really high or whatnot because I haven't played in forever. And once the new expansion drops, like, it don't matter if you're low level, because the stuff that is going to drop for you is going to be a lot higher than anything. Because you like, say if you had after Forsaken, all of a sudden the blues are going to be higher than your like raid gear. You know what I mean?
Right. Have you so you have it on PlayStation. Have you tried that new game mode? I heard it's actually kind of fun.
I haven't tried that yet, and I'm actually pretty excited about trying that. But I haven't really been on the PlayStation much because, well, and since the hurricane, I haven't been on anything much. But definitely not on the PlayStation because it's kind of been a DVD player for a while.
Yeah, I understand. It's losing power, getting power back, and trying to get your life back all at the same time. It's got to,
Yeah.
It'll take a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things. Did I spill something on my shirt? Like, I keep looking at this and it looks like I spilled something on my shirt.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a stain there. But yeah, like we after the power came back on, I played just a tad bit of Skyrim for some reason. I just got a hankering to play. Well, there's this new mod coming out for it that is like almost like new game. It has its own Steam page, like separate from the game, but you have to have the game to play it, and it's called Endaro. It's like a whole new map, a whole new storyline, and it's supposed to. I think they're trying to go a little old school with it. There's no fast travel, so and it's got like a dark like storyline.
That don't sound fun at all.
And like, it looks good. It looks good.
Nope. That don't sound fun at all.
It sounds fun. Let's take my word for it. But anyway, that kind of got me wanting to play a little bit. And then I made a new character in Skyrim to try to make him look like my dad.
All right. Okay, I can see that. You know what? I should try to. I actually played a little bit of Mass Effect. Played a little bit of Mass Effect 3. And then I realized I picked the wrong character, so I stopped. And I haven't started back because I need to find the right character to start a new game with.
Mm-hmm.
Because I picked a character where pretty much everyone died. And I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. I said this in Facetious already, but Facetious is back on Mondays. So I started a new character. Apparently I created this character in 3. So I start the game and I decide to do Grissom Academy early.
Right.
Before I do the summit with the Solarians and the Krogan and all of that kind of stuff, right? So I go to Grissom Academy, Jack ain't there. And I'm like, I don't think I like this. I don't think I like this at all. So then after that, I do the summit. And the first thing, Reeve is there, Rex ain't there. And I'm like, and then after they have the little conference, you go straight to Sakesh. And Paddock was there, Morden wasn't there, and I was like, nope, turn this shit off.
What did you do, Scar?
I don't know. Maybe I did when you set up the character in 3, you have to tell them like who died and all of that other stuff.
Yeah.
You can say Ashley, Caden, or multiple. Apparently, I must have selected multiple when I set up this character because everybody was gone. Like everybody was gone. I mean, Miranda was there. She was alive. But that's the only other person that I really talked to from the old crew. And I was like, I can't do this. Like I turned it off immediately. Once I saw Paddock was there, the moment I could pause that game, I exit out of the game and I have not gone back. Because I've done a playthrough with Paddock. Because in my original Mass Effect 2 playthrough, Morden died. So I used that character once. So yeah. I just couldn't. I play a little bit of Andromeda, and I've been watching someone play Banished, and he was doing it wrong, so I started another playthrough of Banished. I really would like to start recording some videos of me playing Banished, so at the very least, whether people watch them or not, because people don't watch my video game videos a lot. But at the very least, if you come across this video, you can see somebody that actually knows how to fucking play the game. Because this guy makes a whole lot of mistakes. He's still successful in some aspects, but he's not successful in others. And he can't figure it out. And like everybody in the comments is like, bruh, you were doing this wrong. And he has like thousands of views. But like, at what point, like, do you like take you go back and look at your comments and go, okay, this is what I've been doing wrong. Oh, okay, I get it. He hasn't done that at all. Not at all. But like an idiot, I keep watching. I just want to see everything collapse. I just want to see when it all falls apart.
Maybe that's why everyone's watching.
Yeah, I mean, because Banished is a village builder. You don't build like a full city. It's like, it's like very kind of medievally. Mm-hmm. Not really medieval, because the medieval part comes from like the big mod, which is called Colonial Charter. And like some of that stuff comes into play there. There's no combat. So it's just building up a society and maintaining the delicate balance of all of the resources that you have available. But like it's just watching him mess up the balance and try to figure out what's wrong. And then it was like, well, we're telling you what's wrong, dude. And like, so that's kind of cool. But so I started playing it myself. 2 Point Hospital. I'm really enjoying 2 Point Hospital. But I only have one person on my Steam list that's playing it. So I only have one person to compare all my shit to, which kind of, it would be more fun if more people were playing.
Right.
I guess. So, but yeah, I'm very much enjoying that. Um, it's it's Theme Hospital updated for now, so it's really cool. But I only have one person on my friends list that's playing. So if you play 2 Point Hospital, hit your boy up. I'm the Scarfinger on the Steam. And then I did play some Rock Band. I went and got Rock Band, and I thought my Rock Band was broken, and that really kind of hurt me a little bit. Like I was really really fucked up about it because I tried to play and nothing was working right. And then I realized that I changed TV since the last time that I played, so I had to do the calibration so that it'll work with the TV. Like the audio and the visual lag had to be calibrated for. Um, and then everything worked. And I played a little bit. I sang after everybody else stopped playing. I started singing for a little bit, and I was enjoying the fuck out of myself. Like I was really, really having a ball. And everybody else is just like, yeah, we're gonna go in there. And I was just like, no, I'm gonna sing. I have to fucking sing this. Fucking, I gotta sing Helena. Damn it, I gotta sing it. Um, like I don't know. I just felt that it'd been a long time since I played. Um, so I did that. What else have I played? I think that's pretty much all I've played.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's all that I've played. I want to there's a bunch of stuff that I want to play. I just time, and like I'm getting old. Like my birthday was Tuesday, and I'm almost 40, and most days I watch TV, pass out on the couch, and then realize that all of a sudden I'm watching something that I wasn't watching a few seconds ago. So apparently I must have fell asleep.
Right.
That's pretty much life.
But yeah, I mean, I did play some Warframe because I just wanted to just kind of jump back in there and see what the new open world stuff was like, and it's really cool. I mean, it looks amazing. And
I like the idea of Warframe, but to be honest, like you pretty much need a PhD if you don't want to spend extra money on it.
maybe, I don't know. I haven't really got too much into the a lot of that stuff comes in the end game, like trying to get better equipment and stuff. But I just been kind of like, because they have a new thing called contracts, like you can get or not contracts, but bounties. There's one guy, and you go out into the open world, and you just do the bounties, and like just do the random missions, like, oh, protect this thing, and you can say, oh, you're done with this wave, would you like to stay here and do it more, or would you like to extract? And most people you can just stay there and just grind out that thing if you wanted to. And
so it basically is Destiny. Well, you just gotta farm shit.
Yeah, but it's fun though. Like I don't mind farming stuff, and I don't mind grinding stuff if the grind and the farming is fun. When it becomes a chore, then it's
all a chore to me. That's why I usually check out when.
But in that way, like if it feels like
Destiny,
like say it's like, oh, you're grinding this out, but it's like playing rounds of Killing Floor. It's kind of like how it is. Like, you're grinding out this mission, you're fighting off waves of enemies, and then that's pretty much what it becomes.
Did we talk about me prestiging last time?
I think we just talked about it on the when we were actually playing.
Oh, yeah, I finally prestiged a character. I've never prestiged a character in any game. Like Call of Duty, I don't stick around long enough to prestige. So I prestiged a character in Killing Floor, and I hate it.
But you get notoriety, man. Everyone knows that you are the Killing Floorer.
But most of the time when I play Killing Floor, like I'm playing with like
you're the one who kills the floors.
Yeah, I'm playing with like you, or I'm playing with like my cousin. I don't really play a whole lot in public anymore. So like that shit doesn't matter at all. And I'm definitely not playing in public on PlayStation. Like, because that's where I prestiged at. I prestiged on PlayStation. And yeah, you get a 30% XP boost. So I got back up
But
to
what if you prestige enough of times and you get a 100% XP boost?
No, they just added the second prestige and it changes from 30 to 35.
Oh, okay. That's a big difference, man.
Yeah, and then you get a really cool ass skin and then it's just 35. So they just want you to do all that over again.
You know you want that. You know you want that cool skin.
No, I don't give a shit about the skins. Like I don't care that strongly. Like I get crates all the time that I've refused to pay for. Like y'all gave me the game for free, or I got it like super cheap in a humble bundle. Like the Xbox is the only place where I actually paid like 20 something bucks for it. Like, why am I spending an extra $250 just to unlock this case? Like,
because you didn't pay that much for it.
I mean, I did on Xbox.
You didn't pay 60 for it.
I ain't paid 60 for it, but it was 40. So it was 40, even though like full price on the other places is 30. For some reason, because it came on Xbox late, it was 40. Like, damn that.
Yeah. Well, we did do a question of the month. We only got one answer because it was kind of late, but there was reasons for that.
Hurricane and shit.
The question was, do you listen to music while gaming? If so, what style of music? And then Big Rob said that short answer, no. The long answer is that he tends to listen to music in-game. Example, Sea of Thieves, Rocket League, Forza, Super Meat Boy. However, on the games where it's repetitive and doesn't require a ton of thinking like Destiny, he will go podcast over music.
Yeah, I tend to be the same. If I'm playing like one of these city builders or something like that, I will listen to a lot of podcasts, try to catch up on podcasts because I am way behind on podcasts right now. But like, and then like if I'm playing something like NCAA or a sports games, mostly like I tend to listen to podcasts or music in different combinations, sometimes back and forth or whatever, way more than I would in almost any other game.
Right.
So yeah, I tend to do that mostly on sports games.
Yeah, I was similar to Rob to where like on a game that like Destiny, for example, like when I was playing on PlayStation a lot, with the Spotify thing. And mostly it would be like some like chilled out electronic music or whatnot. And it really felt like kind of immersive in a way. Because it really felt like, I was the character on that speeder bike waiting for some dude to come out listening to music in my helmet. You know what I mean?
Right.
It felt like something a Guardian would do.
It used to be something that I would do all the time. And in fact, there are some games that I associate with certain albums. Like Jay-Z's Volume 2, I think it's Volume 1 or Volume 2. I associate that with playing Tomb Raider 2. Because I listened to that while playing Tomb Raider, because I didn't necessarily care for what the fuck they were actually saying on Tomb Raider. I was just trying to figure the fucking game out.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. Like I do have some associations, and especially like if a song from one of those albums it shows up on a playlist or something like that, it makes me think of that game.
Right. Yeah, that happens with me too. But yeah, I definitely don't listen to a lot of outside stuff if there's something like a story game I really care about the story, because that would be asinine.
Yeah, so like I would listen to music or something like that, like the second time I played through the story of Destiny.
Yeah,
like because I don't really need to hear all this shit again.
Because it would be kind of like watching something on TV, but you got your headphones on, listening to music. Like almost like what's the point of even watching it?
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah. And unless you have anything else, that's pretty much the show, man.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. We need to wrap this up because we need to get back to closer to an hour again. We've been going way long lately. So man, give you shout outs.
Yeah, shout out to the family and everything, and shout out to all the people who guested on, and all of the people who, gave all the extra downloading, which is really cool. Oh, and shout out to the Destiny besties.
Shout out to the Discord, yo.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the Discord. Like, even though it's not as popping as it used to be, like people still keep coming back to the Discord, and like I'm not a part of a whole lot of like Discord channels or whatever you call them, channels, right?
Servers,
Discord servers. But I think it's kind of nice that ours is one that people come back to.
Mm-hmm.
And just to talk about just random stuff that doesn't really matter very much. It really matters to us that no matter what, you can go elsewhere and still find your way back to us. That's greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to all of the people that were a part of August. We appreciate y'all. Whether it was you were guessing on the show, whether you downloaded the show or just listened in the multitude of ways that you listen to the shows. Stitcher is still probably the most popular way to listen to the show. So like, man, thank you. Like we appreciate y'all. And we appreciate y'all giving us the opportunity to do this. So, for the homie Chase, I'm Scarfinger. This is Scarcasm. And we're out of here. Peace out to the Warriors, yo.
Later.